Good morning, bullfrogs. Bullfrogs, here's one for Savannah, one for Piggy. Okay, picking up a set of wheels and tires today, so I'm thinking we gotta take a truck. The new one would be nice, but I really don't want to get salt on it. I'm doing it. It's too comfortable. It's got a heated steering wheel. I gotta do it. I can't resist the 2020. Who am I kidding? Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Sorry once again for like the 4th time in a row. My voice is still not really any better. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is just gonna be my new voice. You know, maybe I went through like a reverse or different puberty at 26. I don't know. As you can see, we got plenty of snow on the ground and we're about to go about 2 hours north to pick up a set of wheels and tires for this beast. And I really would prefer not to drive it in the salt. After all, I just got it. At the same time, it's really comfortable for a highway drive. Made up my mind. We're doing it. Glow plugs. There we go, baby. There we go. Could have done that from inside. Didn't really have to come out. Oh, love it. Love it. As you guys know, I love snow and the cold. It's my favorite thing. Can't baby the truck forever, but it is killing me to see all this salt on the road and knowing that it's contaminating my beautiful new truck. What am I gonna do? Not drive? Like it's a daily driver. I gotta drive it. At the bank real quick. Gotta get some cash for these wheels. All right, boys. Fresh cash. Love the smell of money in the morning. These are 24x14 specialties, so it's probably like a, you know, like a $5,500 set of wheels. The guy is telling the truth about how nice they are. Getting a pretty good deal at $3K if they are good, and he says they're like brand new. The guy actually turned out to be a subscriber, which is always fun. He said when I sent the message, he was like, I'm gonna ask you right off the bat, are you Street Speed 717? I was like, yes, I am. The only bad part about that is that I can't like finagle a deal, right? I can't be like, oh, well, you know, times are really tough. Like I just paid my rent this month and, you know, I got bills piling up. Like, can you take a couple $100 off? Can you help me out? Help a guy out? Like nobody is gonna believe that because they know I have a McLaren. Killing my good deals. Those are all techniques I use and you should too. Like you gotta really find a way to get a good deal. Now you might say like, oh, well that's terrible, you make up things. But for the people that really are pinching pennies and have to get the best deal, you want to try to use everything you can to get it. It's business. Nothing is off limits. So you want to get a good deal. You got to always find a way to make people like not really feel bad for you, but try to explain like why you're offering a low amount, like give as many reasons as possible, like point out any flaws with the item. I've been doing this a long time since I was dead broke, trying to buy trucks and trying to flip things for money. So I've been doing it a long time. And you know, those are like obvious things, but a lot of people don't do it. Give some reasons, give a little backstory, you know, make people connect with you. Be surprised what you can pull off. I know all my secrets out. Real quick, before we get any farther, I want to let you guys know today's upload has been brought to you by a longtime friend and sponsor on the channel, Cove Audio, specifically the Cove Solitude noise canceling headphones. I did a video with these guys about, I'd say about 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm still using, this is the same pair, and they still work great. These things are freaking awesome. You can get up to 12 hours of music on them. I use them at the gym every day, and the moment you put them on, you immediately, like without playing music in them, you immediately notice like, oh my God, it's so freaking quiet, and I love them. It's the ultimate thing when you're at a loud venue like a gym, or if you're, you know, on public transportation or something. These things put you in your own world. Super easy to use and really comfortable. Again, like just talking right now, I can barely hear myself. You're gonna love them. Like you really will love them. And especially at the price point when you use my discount link, which the link is down below. I'll also put it up on the screen. coveaudio.com/street68. You're gonna get 68% off the purchase price, putting the price around like 60 bucks, and it's unbelievable for that money. They're true wireless, as you can see. This is everything that you need when you're playing and using them, when you're playing music and listening to whatever. There's no wires or anything. It's all Bluetooth, easily connects to your phone. You can answer phone calls. That audio is coming from these, of course. And once, I'm telling you, like once you put these on and you can hear how they get really loud. This is just a Doug video. Like imagine a song with some real big bass. It's amazing. It's one of the best ways without question to listen to our boy Daddy Dougie Fresh. If you guys are in the market for a set of headphones, you want an affordable, great way to listen to your favorite music, or YouTubers like myself, hopefully, check them out. coveaudio.com/street68. Again, coveaudio.com/street68 for that epic discount. It's insane. For that price point, it's worth the try, even if you're not in the market. Trust me, you really will love them. Thank you to Cove for not only sponsoring another video of mine, but thank you to them for a fantastic product. If you try them, you will not be disappointed. The thing about driving north on 81 though, I will say, is the views are beautiful. I mean, beautiful mountain views. Feeling like Stradman right now. Also sick too. I hope he's better. I haven't seen an upload in like 2 weeks from him, so hopefully he's feeling better. Things are boring without, like, Doug didn't upload for like a week, and Stradman didn't upload, and like some other people didn't upload. It was like a boring week, like last week for the new year. But yeah, the views are really, really nice. It's a nice drive. If you've never driven north on 81, like from PA to New York, it's a pretty nice drive. New video live on Frenchie's Bakery channel, by the way. A little Q&A action for you. Lots of juicy stuff. If you haven't seen it, check it out. A lot of people I've heard do this trip just to see the like scenery in the fall. And the farther north you get, the more like mountainous it gets. So it's neat. And we are here, and I'll tell you what, this truck must have either an insanely large fuel tank or it gets 40 miles to the gallon, because I have not touched it. They gave me a full tank. Whitmore, my man Beaver gave me a full tank at Whitmore when I bought it. And so far I'm at, and it had like, what, 20 something miles on it. So I've driven roughly 240 miles and I'm at half a tank still. So you're telling me I can get 400, I can get almost 500 miles out of a tank of fuel in this truck. That is insane. Now, I don't know what's going on, if that's like normal, but it must be like a 30-gallon tank or something. Witchcraft. Anyway, the meetup spot is at that hotel, really cool Hampton Inn that overlooks the entire valley of Cunningham and Sugarloaf, whatever, you know, whatever it's called. It was nice enough to meet me about halfway. He was from like right over the New York border, and you know, I'm coming from around Hershey, so I'm about an hour and a half, 2 hours away, and it's about the same for him. So it's kind of nice. I didn't have to drive 3 hours, you know, three and a half, 4 hours. I could just drive like an hour and a half-ish. Right over the whole valley. There's like a restaurant called the Top of the 80s. It's kind of sweet. I don't know if there's a, wonder if there's a little spot where we can take a picture over here. I don't think there is. Couldn't even get the camera on in time. There he is with the bed stack. I like it. Let's do it. Let's do this deal. What's up, man? How's it going? It's going well, bud. I guess you don't care if I film.
Oh, no, not at all. No, not at all.
New wheels on
yeah, it's
OBS.
Yep.
Nice. LBZ?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, let's see him, buddy.
I had him for not that long at all. For about a week. I got him on trade for a dirt bike from someone.
Wow.
I ran him for just a little bit. Not even about a week.
Look pretty nice.
Yeah, they aren't bad. Okay, so they need a little cleaning on the milling. That's about it. It comes right off.
They get these redone, or?
Maybe someone got them redone at some point.
Yeah, it's like all.
Yeah, it might look like someone got them redone at some point.
I can get that redone. We got a pretty good wheel guy with Shane. They look good. Look pretty good. Now, dude. You're on the vlog. We're vlogging and driving.
That's great.
Yeah, the L5P is really nice.
I go to PA all the time for like, I have some buddies in PA, like that's how close I am. It's a 10-minute drive.
You ever go to Hershey?
Yeah, I had a
That's
family.
where I'm from.
Yeah, I have family in York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta pretty much go past where I'm at.
Yeah, when I was little, I used to travel. I used to drive down and be like, oh, no way, what if I see street speed on the street? And like,
well, now here we are. We're in the L5P. We're in
I know,
the 2020.
that's crazy.
15s came out. They were really nice, and I did like them, but I don't know why. I just kind of held off. And then the L5P, I was like, that's the engine right there. I'm just gonna wait for the restyle.
Right.
So when this came out, I was like, yep, finally gonna pull the trigger. Plenty of room for the Bulldogs.
Really puts shame to the extra cab.
It does. Oh, that's right. You have one too.
Yeah.
So you're like me.
Yeah. I want real 4 doors so bad.
You grow out of it like so fast, honestly. It was great. You know, I think I got that truck when I was, what, like 19 or 20. So like back then it was great. But
I was 15 watching you. I couldn't even drive yet when you bought that truck.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome. So I've been a bad influence for a long time then. Okay, well, the wheels and tires are loaded up and we are heading home. That guy was really nice. Cool hanging out for a little bit. This lady rolls up and says, what are you guys doing? And no, we were like, oh, just, you know, I'm buying some wheels or whatever. And she goes, can you not do it here? And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, in my parking lot. And I was like, what is it? It's a Hampton Inn parking lot. I said like, oh, it's your hotel or whatever. And I've stayed at that hotel before traveling. And, you know, so I gave them or her my business if she really owns it. And she said, I was like, oh, we'll be out of here in 2 minutes. She's like, well, you need to leave right now. And I wasn't even like filming or doing any, like we were just two people standing there, not busy as you saw. And she was like, I'm gonna call the police. It was like the most unreal thing ever. And that guy witnessed it, so it did happen. I didn't have my camera. But this woman she was like crazy. I don't know what her problem was. I did ask him to take about 500 bucks off, so that saved us a little money on the wheels. They were, you know, refinished at some point, like on the lip, and I get it with wheels like that. It's really, he said he got them on a trade from a guy with a dirt bike and a whole thing. So, you know, it's really hard running wheels like that to not get them chipped up because the whole lip is exposed. But we have a really good wheel guy that we use. Worst case scenario, get them re-coated entirely, re-powder coated, like sanded and powder coated, and that would cost me around like probably 300 bucks. So that was, I appreciate him taking some cash off because that'll make me then break even on the cost of the wheels. But they're in pretty good shape overall, and they'll do great as a little kind of like a test set for this truck. If I do like the wheels a lot, I'll just keep them. Watching a bit of E-Shanks here. Evan, I'm watching your ads for you. I'm making you money, so PayPal me. You guessed it, we're at the car wash. Let's go. All right, boys, we are back at the house, and I think it's pretty nice out, and I think we should go ahead and test fit these wheels, see how good they look. The tires are a little small. I think it's gonna look a little bit too tiny on this truck, but regardless, the wheel will look good, and that's the size I'm going. I'm going 22 by 14s, possibly 24 by 14s when I do the big lift, but we'll talk about that later on. It's probably what the truck would look like with like a little leveling kit on it, which looks pretty good, I gotta say. Could always do that at some point. Now, before anybody freaks out, because I know people love to freak out, these tires are not for this truck. Again, I'm really just testing to see how a 22 by 14 looks. That is the same size wheel I ran on the OG DURAMAX. These tires, I think, are way too small and not really my style. I like a lot more sidewall than that. So don't freak out. The tires that you're gonna see in a second are not permanent. Oh, look at that beautiful truck with no rust hardly at all. Just because we know that eventually it will rust, so might as well get a layer of paint on there to protect it at least a little bit. Really curious to see how wide these are gonna be. I think this big of a truck, I think it's gonna make them look small. Now remember, this is the same size wheel that was on my OG DURAMAX, and you guys remember, now it had a bigger tire on it, but really not that much bigger. The tire was like to here. So it was only about 2 or 3 inches taller than this tire. So just that really kind of puts it into perspective how massive these new trucks are. I mean, they are huge. .22 by 14 does stick out a little bit, but again, not nearly as far as the older trucks, because look at the LBZ. That's a 14 wide on that truck, and you can see it sticks out. Same exact offset and stance, and you can see it's a lot farther out from the body. I mean, from the door over, that's like probably almost a foot. 2020 They're probably about 6 to 8 maybe, but it does kind of flare out like that there. But that should look good. I think that size wheel, see, I don't know if I want to do 22 by 14 or 24 by 14, because as you guys know, I do like more sidewall. I like a big tire. Even this truck, my LBZ, like I'd prefer a little more tire than that. That's a little too low for me. I'd like a little bit more tire. I think that rim looks huge. You know, I like there to be a big chunk of tire on there. So even this one is a little low profile for me. It's good. That's a very good off-road look. Now that, if you're going with a stance look, that's a little bit too much. You know, that's a 20. So a 22 would be like perfect. And I am going to run with the lift kit I'm going to do on the 2020. I think I am going to run a 37 or a 38. So if you, and this is a 37. So if I had 2 more inches of wheel, would be like 1 on each side really, but that would look pretty good. So that is the big thing. You know, should I do 22s or 24s on the 2020? Let me know. Now that I'm looking at them, I also just realized that the tires, I think, are supposed to go the other way. So I'm sure the arrow is supposed to go like forward, so I'll swap them around. Don't worry about that. So we are out of the car wash, and I have to admit, I didn't like that small of a tire at first, and I still don't. I would like a little bit bigger, but I think that stance is like perfect. That is perfect. Oh my God, the poke is just right. They look so freaking good. So if you're gonna keep your truck stock height or lift it a little bit, I would definitely go with a 22 by 14. I think that's a great size for you. I would just go with a 33, 14, 50, 22 tire, make it a little bigger. You might rub a bit up front. These tires rub just a little bit here. I was hearing it, but we could always crank the torsion bars and get the front end up like an inch or 2. But when I first put them on, I was like, wow, that looks awful. They're way too small. But the more I look at it, and now that it's all cleaned up, I think it looks really, really good. Like, look at that angle right there. It looks so good. See how it looks on the camera. I mean, the camera never does it justice, but that is perfect. I love that. If it just had a little bit more tire, it would be perfect. That is sick. Oh my God, it's insane. I can't believe you can put on a stock ride height. I haven't even cranked the keys. Stock ride height 2020 Duramax, you can put on a 22 by 14 and not even really rub at all, and it looks good. Like, that is a huge wheel on like an older body style Duramax. And on these trucks, like, this truck makes that look tiny, especially in the front. I think because the front end of the truck is so big, like even right here, this is like 6 inches higher than where the bed ends in the back. The bed is lower than in the front, but that is like really, really cool. I'm really loving the design of those wheels too. I think they look good on the truck. That's definitely what I want. I thought about going like all polished or chrome because of the white, but I think the way to go is black with maybe a little bit of machined finish, like on the inside of the spokes. But she's looking real good. Give you another angle there. That stance is money, baby. That stance is money. Money right there. Perfect. 2020, sir.
2020?
Yeah. I just picked it up like a week ago.
Looks good, though.
Thank you.
Man, you put the wide tires on.
I just put them on. That's why I was taking some pictures and video of them. Now, yeah, they all come with the bed step and all that good stuff. And it's got, you know, like the automatic tailgate. Loves the 2020. That is money right there. I am in love. I am in love, guys. Gonna get a bigger tire, but for now, I am in love. Until she's lifted, this is the setup. This is the freaking setup. Which one of you just farted?
I think it was the little pig back there.
I think it was the piggy. Oh yeah, just lay down, all inconspicuous. We're back at home, and I think that's where we're going to end the upload for today, but let me know what you think of the DURAMAX stance. And I think going forward, once we have the big lift kit on, which I got a whole video coming out on that really soon, I think I'm gonna stick with the 22 by 14. I think that's the right size. I might even get those wheels redone and use those same wheels because I actually really like them. I didn't think I was gonna like them that much, but I kind of do. They're pretty neat. We did one other little touch. If you didn't notice, I put a little antenna on it. Now GM has done a better job. They don't have the old school like fishing pole antennas like those trucks had, but they still had, it was still pretty, you know, still pretty ugly and like up to here and just didn't look good. So I put a little short stubby one on it. And besides the bumpers, which you guys already know about, we have bumpers for the 2020. I also got in, if you saw my Instagram story, massive tie rods for the 2020 as well, because GM still uses those little weak ones for their trucks. If you guys enjoyed this upload, if you did, don't forget to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Take care and have a great night, guys.